The Omicron surge causing staffing shortages at hospitals nationwide. Now tonight, we're learning about a Washington state hospital system that has reportedly told symptomatic COVID positive staff they can come in and work and see patients. That's where we start tonight's lightning round with KTTH Seattle radio host Jason Rantz. Always great to have you back, Jason.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, some of your reporting, you say that you were told you could be dizzy, coughing, whatever. Any other symptom aside from a fever, they want us coming in. What's the story?
Yeah, so multi-care health systems here in Washington state, they operate a number of hospitals and urgent care facilities here, and they're in a staffing crisis like a lot of other facilities. Now, the state of Washington under Governor Jay Inslee, they forced healthcare providers to fire unvaccinated staff because they posed a so-called risk to the patients. Now, obviously, Omicron proves that that's nonsense because the vaccine appears to not be very effective at stopping the spread of Omicron. But here's the question. You've now gotten to the point where you're so desperate for staff that you're bringing back workers, and they acknowledge this, who are actively dealing with COVID. They are COVID positive and they are symptomatic. Tell me how it's safer for a symptomatic COVID positive staff wearing a mask to see patients than an unvaccinated COVID negative staff member who's also wearing a mask. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
All right, well, you've been able to confirm this, what's going on. Okay, now I want to ask you, but I'm going to try to get this correct. A county there in Washington state, Kittitas, I think it is,
Yep.
They had this arrangement with the Washington DOT where they would help them and snowplow and do things, snow removal, when there were bad storms out there. There's a bad situation, snow a lot in that area. And this is what there says. Due to the significant snowfall, Kittitas County Department of Public Works offered assistance on January 11, 2022 to clear state roadways. Washington State informed the county they could not accept this assistance due to Kittitas County not mandating the COVID-19 vaccine for county employees. So I guess you can't work a snowplow or be out clearing the roads if we can't verify that you've been vaccinated. Am I misunderstanding this?
No, you're not misunderstanding. I know you might think that because it makes literally no sense. You are working in your plow alone. There's no one else with you. It makes no sense whatsoever to say that it's somehow dangerous, especially at a time where they were clearly understaffed. The Washington State Department of Transportation also ended up firing a whole bunch of staff members who were unvaccinated. Now, they claimed that this had nothing to do with their slow response. No one seems to buy that. If you've got a county that's saying, hey, we'll step up and help, why would you say no at a time of need when there's quite literally zero threat to anyone catching COVID as a result of it? Again, they're looking at this almost like cult members where they're not allowed to question their leader, Jay Inslee. This is absurd, and we've gone too far. We've come up with a policy that is permanent to deal with a situation that evolves every single day.
Well, I sure hope those folks who were caught with storms and the roads and all the problems are safe and sound and they find a way to figure this out. Jason Rantz, you always have the best stories. Good to see you, my friend.
Thanks, Shannon. Appreciate it.